Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Gameweek 24 team selection video. How are you doing? And let me know how your Gameweek 23 also went. For me, 81 points with a 16-pointer Garnacho and an 8-pointer Branthwaite on the bench. Just a casual, 24 points on the bench. It is what it is, I guess. Uh, what would I have changed? Honestly, don't think I would have started anyone in the starting. Like, I wouldn't have started anyone on the bench over the starting 11. Maybe Bernardo over Garnacho. I should have thought about it, but the way Garnacho was getting chances previously before this game, I was like very rare that he's gonna get me anything. So because of that, I didn't start him. But oh well, it is what it is. Now we kind of had a benching dilemma. It is we have to deal with it, but we move forward. And now we're going to be talking about Game Week 24 and plans for team selection. Now, I've got this on, but let me see if I can. So basically, what I've done is actually let me bring up another planner so you guys can get a better idea. Um, to decide like what exactly I would look to do in terms of plans, whether in terms of getting Jota in or getting Darwin Nunes in or even a KDB. Some of that is what I'm thinking. I haven't fully decided exactly where I'm going to lean towards, but I think I know what I'm doing. So let me bring up a planner for you guys to walk you through some of the ideas that I'm thinking. Now, I've already done a move, early transfer move, which included Bernardo moving out for a certain Diego Jota. Um, so that's one move that's kind of done, and kind of have to see how things go. I might potentially take a hit this week, depending on what Klopp says with regards to Darwin Nunes, regards to Salah. I don't think I can go for Salah now. I think I probably locked myself out of it by going and getting Jota. But because I've moved Bernardo out, it frees up that third city slot for me as well. And I'm thinking of getting KDB in as a move. Now, to free up KDB, I might have to get rid of Trent, and I'm completely up for getting rid of Trent. I could potentially even sell Trent next game week. Yes, selling a player in the double, but his minutes, I'm very uncertain on what his minutes are going to be, especially with the cup final a couple of days after that. So I'm really uncertain on what Trent's minutes will be like. Tin, welcome. How are you doing? Abdul Rahman, welcome. How are you doing? Many issues with my team. Okay, we will have a look. But yeah, so right now, situation is like this. Might get Darwin. I have a watch list of. I'll actually show you guys. So I've got Darwin on my watch list. I have Kevin, KDB, De Bruyne on my watch list. And I also have Doty, who is another option on my watch list. I would also eventually probably put Alex Moreno and maybe Matheus Cunha for future weeks, right? So these are like a couple of the players who are currently on my watch list, and we kind of have to monitor and see how their fixtures will. I mean, like how the price rises will go up. Budget is very tight, I'll be honest. So kind of have to monitor that situation, and also need to see what happens with Villa versus Chelsea and whether Aston Villa blank in game week 29 or not. Because Alex Moreno is very tempting as an option, not gonna lie. So yeah, we'll see how things go, but that's where I'm right now in terms of my team. Most likely we'll take a hit of basically 3 transfers this week. So you'll see that in the Game Week 24 deadline stream, obviously. So Abdurrahman and Connor, welcome as well. Do you want me to have a look at your teams? Thinking about benching either Richarlison or Watkins for Foden. Ooh. See, this is a tough tough spots to be in. Ideally, I would like you to start all 3 if possible. But we'll actually have a look and see. So let's bring up your teams as well. Abdul Rahman, 5th. Not too bad, my friend. Not too bad. And also Connor, where exactly are you? Let me find it out. Alright, here we go. Connor's team as well. So I think I probably suggested the Pascal Gross benching, didn't I? I think so. I don't know. But when you look at the team, that Gordon was unlucky. That was unfortunate, to be honest. And then we have Connor. Oof. Tough one to take. Don't know how to plan for the double. Yep, you did. Yeah, I did know. Yeah, I'm sorry on that one. Although looking back at it now, Gordon had a better fixture than Pascal Gross, I think. That was my bad. That's probably my bad. I also mentioned to bench him. But I don't know. I wouldn't have suggested to start him over Solanke. Because Solanke, the fixture was good. Oh, well, I think something to take in mind, I guess. Okay, let's have a look at the team. Now, this is Connor's team as well. Connor... Ooh. With the lack... See, everyone is in these tough spots now. Because with the lack of... With the lack of like 2 premiums in our squads, we have like 8 good attackers now that we're in so much of problem that we're going to have to bench like someone who's going to get a haul. Because there's only Haaland right now, right? And no Salah as well. So there's money is like split across everyone. See, like here's 8 good attackers. My team also, like, apart from Garnacho, who probably benched like almost decent amount of attackers. Now Bernardo has gone. I bought in Jota. So again, same situation, 8 good attackers. Tough spot we're all in. Who would I bench? Man, how can this is the thing with Spurs, lads. Like, the game is Brighton. Brighton are defensively still a weak team. So it's going to be a hard thing to bench Brighton players, to be honest. Who are Brentford playing? Wolves. That's also very open. The way Wolves are playing, it's a very open-end attacking game. Watkins is playing United, but Watkins is playing at home. And Manchester United have lost Lisandro Martinez again. If I knew Martinez was playing, I might have suggested, but Martinez is injured. Watkins is playing at home. Doesn't look as great. What do you think, Connor? What are you leaning towards? And okay, Abdurrahman, how double. Let's, you know what we'll do? Let's bring it onto FPL.team and let's go through y'all's teams individually in one way. Let's start with you, my friend. So okay, tell me who you're thinking about. Will Salah be back for the double? I don't know at the moment. We have to wait for press conference news. But even then, thinking of the way Klopp has handled Trent and returning him slowly to the team, I'm not sure if he will rush Salah straight in as well. Because they do have a cup final. And if he rushes Salah back in and Salah gets an injury immediately before the cup final, that's a bit of a problem for Liverpool. So I don't think he'll rush him straight away. Jota and Nunes, one of them. I am thinking personally on my team, I'm looking to sell Solanke, but I think Solanke is also a decent option to keep. But I'm looking to sell Solanke because of these 3 fixtures. Like, 3 fixtures are Newcastle, maybe decent punt, but end of the day, it's still somewhat tough. Newcastle and City. Fulham might be a decent game for Solanke, but I'm willing to take a gamble on Darwin for that. With regards to your team, I think you kind of need to now monitor what happens to Gordon. If Gordon is going to be out for the Forest game, then I think you have a good chance of actually removing Gordon and bringing Jota in like that. That is one thing you could potentially do. And then Connor says, I'm going to bench Estupinan for Alfie Doherty, and I'm leaning towards Richarlison because Villa can score quick. Score so quick. Yeah, that's the thing. Villa will most likely score against Manchester United. Probably I do agree with that. Oops. Oh, wrong one. Build a team. So let's bring up your team as well, Connor. You got Doughty as well, right? I'm looking at Doughty as well. In terms of because Sheffield United is a good game for Doughty. So you're looking to start Doughty over Estupinan. That makes complete sense. And leaning towards Richarlison. Would we bench Richarlison or do you want to bench Madison? Or do you think Madison is a better option to keep? Man, tough spot this is to be in. It's a good fixture for Spurs. That's the thing. So okay. Abdul Rahman, I think you can you have options. You can either remove Gordon if he's out, or if you wanted to get Darwin in, then Solanke to Darwin. I think Darwin Nunes will start. I don't see why he won't start. I think he will start most likely. So you could do something like that as well. Apart from that, can you get someone else? Would you like a KD? Can you get KDB? Oh, you can even. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if I've moved Pascal Gross just in. You could get. Can you get KDB? No, you can't. Oh, you might be able to. Although 2.2, 4.7. Yep, no. Yeah, Trent is a problem, right? With KDB. Definitely Madison. Benji, I want to play Madison because he runs the midfield and most of the play. Fair enough. Fair point. Fair point. Maybe for Saka. Yeah, you could. I see initially when we were discussing this, I think it was on the deadline stream. I was thinking of getting rid of Saka, but now obviously points change thing, Arsenal confident play, whatnot. I've found a way to kind of keep Saka. Although that is for me at least at the expense of Trent being sold. I am most likely going to sell Trent ahead of the double. And bring in I don't have Doherty, so I'm looking to bring in Doherty as one of my options. But yeah, I think there is no specific right answer as well to this. You could also bring in Salah, maybe? No, if you bring in Salah, here's the thing. If you want to bring in Salah, now I don't know if Salah will start against Burnley even if he's like fit to play. But if Klopp says he's gonna start, possibly an option, but then you'll have to probably downgrade one of the players. Solanke to 4.3. Sorry, Gordon to 4.3, not an option. Solanke could go to Adebayo. That's also not a bad shout, to be honest. You could do something like that if you wanted to. Maybe, potentially. Doesn't leave you too much room though. But you kind of need to see what happens with Salah on that. Wolves Doherty? No, not the Wolves Doherty. The Luton Doherty. The one that Connor has as well. Here we go. This guy. 4.5 million. I'll show you guys. He should get some. I'm only surprised if he gets some returns against Sheffield United. Now, there is a rumor circulating that Luton and Bournemouth will double in potentially 28. And there's a high chance that Luton have a fixture in Gameweek 29. Unless Manchester United lose to Forest in the FA Cup. If Manchester United lose to Forest in the FA Cup, then obviously Luton don't have a fixture. If United beat Forest in the FA Cup, then Luton have a fixture against Forest. And a potential double in 28. So that's one of the reasons Armas are looking to get him. Like the fixtures are there in the short term. So yes, something to kind of monitor. I guess if you want, you probably need to wait for Liverpool team news. Now Jota has already risen in price today once. He probably won't rise tomorrow. And we have the Chelsea versus Aston Villa Cup game as well tomorrow or later tomorrow, depending on where you are in the time zone. And after that, we'll know whether Aston Villa, whether they blank in 29 or whether Chelsea blank in 29. That will help us. Maybe that might also kind of decide in people, like if people want to move away from Watkins slowly. Well, I wouldn't recommend it though. But yeah. So yeah, that's the current situations in terms of thinking and whatnot for players involved. So thoughts, everyone okay or still captaincy for next game week? Oh, tough one now. I still think I will put it on Haaland for next game week. Now it's Man City versus Everton. It's the early kickoff, so we'll most likely get league team news. But the fact that Haaland played 80 something minutes, 85 minutes, that's really promising. So I do think he will be the captain. I mean, at least for me, can't. It's either that or I go full left field and I punt. I don't know if I want to punt against Haaland though. I think Haaland will be more this thing, like a still pretty decent option. Or go full left field and get like a punt, put it on a Jota. I don't know if I'll bring Darwin Nunes and captain Darwin Nunes. I probably won't do that. But I could captain Jota if I wanted to. That's also an option. Haven't decided yet. Never back the early fixture Gandhi. Yep. I know. See, the thing with Liverpool Burnley, maybe we get some news about Liverpool Burnley as well because it's just the fixture after that. So it's not like it's the next day. So maybe there's a chance to get some news. I can't guarantee it because we don't know. Maybe there is a chance that we get news about Liverpool, whether Diego Jota is playing as well or Darwin Nunes and all, whether they are starting as well. But it's going to be so hard to not captain Haaland. The other thing we kind of have to keep in mind is Manchester City have a Champions League fixture midweek on 24 against Copenhagen, which is away. So maybe Pep, I don't know, it depends on the game state. Maybe he doesn't give Haaland as that many minutes. But even then, Haaland could still do damage. I might have to look into it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's a very tricky situation to be in, going and not giving Haaland the armband. I'll think about it. But it's between Haaland and Jota for the moment. There's no way I can get Salah even if he was fit. Because I've kind of priced myself out. Unless I'm willing to take a -8, which I don't think I am. At max, I'll take a -4. So maybe Jota is an option as well. Probably. against Burnley as well, I think Jota could be a pretty good option, especially if he's playing the striker spot. Minutes also not too bad, I guess. Points is the question. We'll see. Maybe I might actually, because I have a mini league that I'm chasing. This one. This guy is 1,432 points ahead of me, which is, how much is that? That's about 90 points. The 90-point lead. I might have to take a potential captaincy risk and captain a Liverpool player to try and at least claw back that lead. I can't like go safe as well and hope to catch up a 90-point lead. It's not going to be easy. Maybe I do captain Jota. I don't know. We'll see. Dream one of those two. I could take the risk because I don't think they have Jota as well. Do they have Jota? I don't know. This is something we were looking into. So we recorded a video called "How to Win Your Mini League," and it's on the YouTube channel right now. So you can go and see some of the strategies that we mentioned. And I guess one of the things that we were looking into is like scouting your opponents and seeing who they have. The people above me, no Jota here, no Jota here, but they could potentially bring Jota in. No Diego Jota over here as well, and no Diego Jota over here as well. Ooh. Now, unless all four of them, it's very likely that all four of them bring Jota in. There's a chance that I could potentially captain Jota. Something for me to think about. I might actually do it. Let's see. Let's see. All depends on what club says in the press conference. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at in terms of captaincy and moves. So any other questions? Connor, Abdurrahman. I don't. Carlson, man, allowed to start him, but I don't know. It's only Wolves, it's only Tony and Madison, but Madison will take set pieces, run the stuff, and everything. Will most likely play longer minutes as well. Tough spot to be in, honestly. Who would you start? Steele won't play, no? Probably not. So I guess you start Areola against Arsenal as well. That's something to as well. Oh, one more thing. I guess this is for anyone who has goalkeepers that could potentially black. Now, if Aston Villa beat Chelsea, then Aston Villa blank against West Ham in game week 29. If Chelsea beat Aston Villa, then West Ham have a fixture, and obviously Areola will have a fixture. But if it doesn't, and also there's a chance that Brighton don't have a fixture because they play City, they will most likely win their game in the FA Cup. So you might be without a goalkeeper corner. So you could potentially also look for a keeper if you wanted to. I don't know if you really want to, but there is a possibility. I think a lot of people will go for the Luton keeper. In what's his name? Kamiansky? Yes, Kamiansky. I think quite a few people will look at this as an option for Luton keeper, who could potentially have a double in 28, double in 25, decent fixture in 24. Some might also look at Flecken. Now, obviously, Flecken got an assist, but he's not going to get that every time. But the fixtures are not great for Flecken, so chances of clean sheet are way more lower for Flecken. So yeah, that's something else as well to kind of keep an eye out for anyone who's looking for a goalkeeper option. It is there. Probably worth a punt. So yeah, just putting it out there. But that's basically it. That's what I've got in terms of my team for the moment. Any final questions before we maybe call it? Unless there are anything else. And if anyone else is watching this back and you have questions about your team, just put it in the comments and I will answer. Tomorrow we will have a podcast at 9 p.m. Sydney time. I will be joined with Roy, who ended up bench boosting and getting 119 points. I'll be joined with him tomorrow. So make sure to stay join us for that 9 p.m. Sydney time. We'll be talking about all the fixtures for Gameweek 24. I'm planning for the doubles in Gameweek 25. And I will record a wildcard video as well. Once we know the results between Aston Villa versus Chelsea as well, I'll record a wildcard video for those who are looking potentially play a wildcard and look at a few different scenarios. But yeah, that's basically all I've got. No more questions from me, says Abdurrahman. Awesome. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. I think we'll call it here. Quick half an hour video. Good luck to you all in Gaming 24. Tomorrow we'll be live for a podcast. And then obviously deadline stream on Saturday. And there will be a wildcard video as well. Wildcard video will be out on Thursday. We'll look at a couple different scenarios. One will be a Salah draft wildcard video, a no Salah draft wildcard video, and also potentially a Game Week 24 wildcard, Game Week 25 bench boost scenario as well. So 3 different scenarios we'll look at in that specific video. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Shout out to Connor and Abdurrahman for joining me, and also for Tim at the start as well, and for anyone else who's watching in the background as well. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out, everyone.